Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, Smith in the Black Channel here at Ticker Talk with the Strat Time Report, and we're experiencing something called exhaustion risk. And what that means is we spy here going into new highs, and the buyers got to step up, which they are not, right? You got to pay up because you're up. You go upper left, you're going to see here is where they stop them out, then back to the previous range into the high. So we're still inside week and up here with another day to go, all right? So it's still good. It's not the end of the world. So what you're going to see here on the 60, lower left. I'll blow this up for you. Here. You're going to see here was an outside bar 60. Took out both sides of this range. Then slight higher high. And then here, the 3, 2 up, albeit red, and then 2 down. So we're looking to see if we can take this out, right? To have these become an outside bar of that. Haven't done it. We got a new 60. So if we're going to recover this hour inside or take this out back to the upside, and then that would be too strong to take that out because you are still weak and monthly green and inside and up, red on the day, so that's conflict. So what that's giving us is more of a sector rotation. So like yesterday, when we're just blasting into the highs like this, a lot of creeper rallies and stuff like that were going on. And then we come in today, one of the things we want to do, if we go red on the day like this here and you have that sell signal on the 60, we want to look for anything that's taking out yesterday's lows. And the reason is, if you were long something, you got what you wanted yesterday. Market goes blasting. Let's say your stock doesn't really move. Well, you can stay long because the market's still going up. But once it starts to soften like this and you take out yesterday's lows, we're going to stop you out. All right, so there's that. So we're also seeing some rotation where into certain, when it goes into conflict like this, it gets a little more obvious to see the sector rotation. So we're still looking to see if we can take this out here. 383.25. And if so, remember our broadening formation, which is that outside weak, like so here. Here it is. So this would be your risk. Right now, you're still fine on the week, right? If we could take out this week's low next week, then we talk about coming back through this range and growing the broadening formation again. Right now, you're just sitting up in here, and we'll blow that up again so you can see it. So what we're seeing is a little bit of sector rotation into solar, SunPower. And SunPower having a nice day, and you can see bright green on all time frames. New 60 was a little fast on that coming out the chute. We get anything on the 15er? Yep, right here. The outside, inside 15 to start the day. Now, 2 up, 2 down. Now, if SunPower can take this out in the next half an hour, 44.05, that would get my attention. But this future's still softening up to see if we can do that 322 continuation on the downside. But that tells us to look at CSIQ here, upper middle, the inside weak to the upside. There's your rest, consolidation, and off she goes. Now drying up a little bit. We'll see if we can get anything on the 15 or 60 or 30. Okay, in the next 30 minutes, if you can take this out, that would get my attention. You got an inside bar, pokes down. So it'd be rev straight back up above 62.67. If we go to FSLR, excuse me, and FSLR, still inside weak. So if this whole group's really going to get going, excuse me, we want FSLR to take this out in the upper middle. 108.47. You can do that, and we can get this group going a little bit more. If we go to Moderna, and Moderna, upper left, inside day to the upside, right? Green on all time frames when the 60 is green. So you can see here, here's how they stop them out. The 2-2 reversal in the lower left. 2 up, 2 down. Now, to see if we can go inside on the 60 and then above this next hour, that would get my attention. If we go to Futu, and Futu here in the lower middle. Talked about this many times this month. The inside month to the upside, Momo Hammer style, where it goes down here on the month. Anybody short can stay short because I think it's going to roll back down. Do you? Boom. Here. The 212 continuation, still good and still going. Now you can see once again, like a lot of these things have come in a little bit here. You can see if that goes inside on the 30. That would get my attention. If we go to some of the engines here, Borg Warner, BWA, In BWA, you can see this here in the lower middle, the inside month. Couldn't take out the highs or the lows, double inside month, and now coming back through the previous range because we know people are going to stop themselves here, 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 and here. Let's take them all out and go up to the top of this try, I say. So right now, just stalling out like a lot of things, maybe an inside 30 coming. If we go to PCAR, now trying to go in a reversal on the 30, the inside and then back down. So we want to see if that resets here. Do that. Because here's what you have. You have this here on the monthly lower middle. Take out the highs, take out the lows, and then bam, come back through. Is this inside weaker? Yep, inside on the week, coming back through previous range. So it just stalls out a little bit here. Right? And this is what we like to call a continuation kicking pattern. So yesterday it gaps up and comes in. So anybody shorted it could stay short. Right? It's like, I think it's coming in. But once it gaps up into here, boom, stick it to them, but good. So we'll see if that can take out this high, whatever this closes on the 30 in the next half an hour. Right now it'd be 99.23. That would get my attention. All right, Q's firming up, SPY just kind of sitting there right now. If we go to Cummins engines, also having some corrective activity now, right? But here on the monthly, lower middle, what we look for, take out the highs, take out the lows, and then bam, back through for these two, become outside bar of that. We'll see if that sets up again right now. All right, watching these futures just kind of stall out. If we go to API, and API also stalling out and coming back in. Still inside month, but you can see this upper middle coming back through the previous range. That's what we like because we're going to stop these guys and these guys and these guys and hopefully these guys. But now we're coming in like a lot of things, and we're going to get to this short side here in a second. But if we go to a Big C, and Big C having a nice little day, and here, see this here, upper left, inside day, 2 up, 2 down, 2 down, inside, 2 down, inside, up, and back to the previous range. Nice move. It was a little quick. We'll see if there was anything on the 15ers. There you go. Right here, the inside 15. All right, the inside 15. And now inside on the 15, but we'll see if that sets up again as the future stalling out again. We also had Bloodbath coming up here. And Bloodbath, BBBY, inside day, upper left, 2 down, inside, boom, back through the previous range. We call that pivot machine gun. Anybody short this thing's going to be stopped against that, and that. Ready? Right at them. So we'll see if that sets up again on a 60 or a 30. Right now, it would be setting up an inside 60. We'll see. If we go to TAL, this thing had a nice monster move right out the chute here. All right, and that's outside of the month in the inside middle. So as soon as that turned green on the month right here, you can take that. Right, because we know there's going to be an outside bar. Now it stalls out by going into the highs, so we can expect that. That's exhaustion risk. And now it's inside on the 60, and you got a big bar to get out of, so be careful on that. We'll see if that sets up to take this out to the upside on 78.63. If we go to EH, and EH, now inside on the 60. We know this is a nice long green bar. That's what we look for on the monthlies and the weeklies. Right? That means the buyers are aggressive, but they're taking the offer. So it just stalls out like a bunch of things up here, but we'll see if that picks up any more steam. If we go to UPST, and UPST, just nice upper left, inside day to the upside. Still inside in the week, we're going to be aware of that, but bright green on the month. Right now, you might get your inside 60 here in the next hour. We'll see if that kicks in. If we go to INSM, and this having a nice day, and you can see trying to get up here on the weekly where these will become an outside bar of this. So we're looking to take this out. That's going to be 42.71. We'll see if that sets up again here. You can see that inside 60. But running out of time, as I always do. But let's get to the downside. So if you go to SMH here, right now still an inside day. Right? But remember yesterday the market was blasting, and this sold off. And so when we come in today, like I said, we're going to look at anybody taking out yesterday's lows. They're going to be in trouble. Corvo here. Right? That's a 2 up, 2 down, and back through. right? Now you're countering the week and the month. We know that, but this is what exhaustion risk means. Once you go into the highs, we can look for the 60 and the daily to have a reversal on it. CORV, SWKS, here, right? Monster rally yesterday. They got what they wanted in the market. Then they come in today, and these things start to soften up. Boom, you're going to short it right there. And now here you got your inside 60 to the downside. We'll see if we get any more of that. SQ. SQ got what they wanted, right? Market rallied. Then they come in today, inside day in the upper middle. Boom, to the downside, which triggers here. The inside week to the downside in the upper middle, which changes the monthly to red. That's full time frame continuity to the downside. That's something I'd want to know about. Market's still trying to firm up here just a tad. If we go to WIX. WIX here, once again, taking out yesterday's lows. That's definitely something you want to look for on the short side. If we go to energy, XLE. XLE taking out yesterday's lows handily. Right, still an inside week, but red. Right, but coming down here on that, and so you're going to look at stuff like Emirate Hess. Here, boom, taking out yesterday's lows and stop them here, here, and here in the upper left. All right. A little bit quick on the 60. We can see if we get any 30s in here. Here's your inside 30 right here. All right. That's how you can get in on something like that. You got EOG. Also, taking out yesterday's lows. Red on the week. That's something we'd want to know about. All right. A little fast, but in here you can see this outside 30. Then here. That means that they were rejected up here. Stop them out. And then this is the continuation of that rejection. Right. You can hit that right there. Below 59.59, still going. We'll see if we get another inside 30. If we go to Conoco, RevStrat, right here. Inside day, upper left. Takes out one side. Boom. Guess where the stops go? Here, here, and here. Take them out. One shot. Right now, we'll see if we can be weak enough to take out last week's lows. If this energy weakness continues, OIH. Thanks for playing. Coming down. We can get some more things going. If you can get these weeklies up in here in the upper middle, take that out. All right, market just kind of going sideways a little bit here. We also have some weakness in the financials. FAS takes out yesterday's lows. Right, coming closer to the week here too. XLF, how you doing, buddy? XLF taking out yesterday's lows. Bank of America here taking out yesterday's lows, taking out last week's lows. Citicorp. Here, this is what we look for, what we're seeing right now in the S&P, although we might get an inside 60 in the SPY. You can see this outside week, take out one side, and then boom, when you take out this, we're looking to take this out, right? Unless we have a reversal against us, which we do not have, right? Still dropping in. If we go to Discover, DFS, you're going to see that. Oh boy, they got them good in here. Back through previous range, taking out yesterday's lows. Pivot machine gun on all these guys. These guys are all gone. Gives us the outside week, and that also tells us to look at Capital One. Here, taking out yesterday's lows, something I want to know about. We're going to see if we can take that week out handily. Running out of time here again, but we got Edit here. Inside week to the downside, upper middle. Right now, just kind of stalling out down in here. We'll see what comes of that. If we go to Airlines, United, taking out yesterday's lows, going after last week's lows, and below last month. Now it's firming up here a little bit on the 60. We'll see if that sets up again. Run, what are you doing here, boy? Run coming up through previous range here. Now they took them down here. You see on the daily, they got them good here. Right? You can stay short down in here because it's still going. But once this goes green, now you're coming back to a previous range. Right? That's something I'd want to know about. We've got the guns. Smith & Wesson still coming in inside week and down. There's peace in the land. RGR here taking out yesterday's lows, inside week and down. The guns coming in. So you can see all these subgroups that are taking over here. Just a couple more here. BEAM, BEAM coming after. We can see if we can take out last week's lows because you're taking out yesterday's lows. So there's always a sequence of things that you want to go after depending on what the market is doing. Tiger going to the highs, and I'll leave it at that. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith of the Black Channel here at TikTok with the Strat Time Report.